Y'all, I don't know what's going on with these cannon lids, but I'm here to tell you, I am about over them. Good afternoon, I should say. I am in the kitchen. I thought I was done with this okra, but y'all, I found another bag. So I'm in here finishing the okra up. That one's a little tough, so we'll cull that one. Anyway, y'all, I was just in my cannon pantry, and you know, I love to hear the pings on my jars. What I don't like is when I hear that ping on my jars after they've been in my pantry for a couple of weeks or a month or whatever. It's to the point now to where I have to go through and check all my jars on a weekly basis, if not more than that. And this year I have had more jars unseal or failures to seal than I have had probably in the past 30 to 35 years of canning. I don't know. I'm about positive of that. And this is not, I keep a stock on cannon lids. And I bought up some last year when they went on clearance at the end of the season. And those are the ones that I used first. And so far, no problem with any of those, because I do put dates on my jar lids, okay? If I don't put what's in that jar, I at least put the date on there, the month and the year, so that I'll know how I need to rotate it, because that's important too. So I know what was done first versus what was done with the new cannon lids that I had to buy this season. And y'all, it's not the old ones that I bought, you know, over the past 2 cannon seasons and had in stock. It's not those. It's the ones that I bought this year. And one box was some that I had been gifted of the name brand that, and I hate to say this, I do, but it was a name brand that is out there with the 100% seal rate and all that. And hey, it may be. Maybe I got a bad batch. I don't know. I honestly don't know. Now, normally when I have, you know, bad seal or non-seal or whatever, you know, I can look at it and I can pretty well tell what's going on with it, okay? And most of the time, I'm a big enough girl to admit it, it is user error, okay? I didn't clean the rim good enough, or I didn't feel the rim of the jar and there was a tiny nick in it, or something to that effect, okay? That's not what's going on here, okay? And I can't explain it. I cannot sit here and tell you why all these jars are coming unsealed. But I can tell you that it's really, really, really pissing me off that it's happening, because if you've ever canned before, if you're a canner like I am, and you've canned before, you know that's a lot of work. That's a lot of time and energy and patience that you're putting in to whatever it is you're canning, preserving, okay? And it takes a lot of time. It's a lot of work. And for the lids to fail like they have been failing, and it's this year's lids, okay? And I've had some of the cheaper ones, and I've had some of the expensive ones, and so, you know, it's not just one brand or another. And I am in a few canning groups on another social media platform, and that seems to be a hot topic right now. They're having the same issues. Now, my question to y'all, and you please put the answer in the comments below, are y'all having the same issues? Is it just a certain part of the country, or is it pretty much everybody everywhere that's having the same issue? Because in these groups, I can see where they're from. And, you know, what's really going on here? Okay, I would like to know that, because I'm about tired of putting in all this hard work and energy trying to put stuff on my pantry shelves for, you know, the next year, especially for the winter time, and only to have the lids pop. That is a sound, and as soon as it happens, it shoots through me and pisses me off right then and right there, because it's like, well, you know, there's X amount of time or X amount of energy or whatever. Food, I don't like to waste food. And y'all, that's what this is to me, is a big waste of food. And yes, I have a sink full of dishes back there. I hadn't got to them yet. But some people have theories on what's going on. And I mean, you hear everything, okay? And I'm not saying any of these are right or any of these are wrong. So please do not. You know, some people say that it's because some people still wipe their rims with vinegar, and you're not supposed to do that on these new lids. Or some people are still boiling their lids before they put them on their jars, and you're not supposed to do that with these new lids. Some people say, well, it's the government. They're trying to screw us over and trying to keep us from preserving our own food, and you know, y'all know what I'm talking about. You've seen and heard probably the same thing that I'm having issues with right now. This probably ain't nothing new, but I'm just curious if y'all know, or if you've had the same problem, or you know somebody that's had the same problem, and have you fixed it? Have you figured it out and have the wisdom that this is how you do it and you don't have that problem anymore? Because I'd love to know that too. I can remember when canning jars were like $6 something a dozen. I mean, and that was for quarts and stuff. And then they went up to $8.97, and now they're up to right at $16 for a dozen. Even the ones on Marketplace, the used ones, or if they're ridiculous. They're sometimes $20 a dozen. I don't know, and I'm not going to stand here and pretend to know what's going on. Are we doing something wrong? Are the new lids that they've come out with that's supposed to make things so much easier on our lives, are they the issue? Do we not know how to use them? Are they defective? Are they worse than what we had before? What is the answer to this question? I would love to know, because so far, in total, let me grab a towel. So far in total, I have lost about 22 jars. And they've sealed. They have sealed. And I know a lot of people, time out. I know a lot of people are going to blame my electric canner sitting right over here. But let me tell you something. This ain't my first year using my electric canner. Okay, it did perfectly last year. That is not the issue, so don't even go there. I have tested that thing out against everything, and that is perfect. So we're not going to go there. But I've lost, I think it was 22 jars. Just in the last, I'm going to say 6 weeks. Okay? Some of it was stuff that had been sitting in there. And my canning pantry is climate controlled. It is a dark, cool place. Okay? All the things are right. Again, I've never had this problem until now. So that's why I'm questioning things. And as soon as I hear it pop, I have to go in there and go through all of those jars to figure out which ones it is. And probably, probably better that I do that because I need to check the rest of them. But once I find it, I go through it. This ain't my first rodeo with canning, so I know what I'm looking for. I go through them. I look at the jars. I look at the lids. I look at the rims. Y'all, there is nothing wrong. Nothing. It's just all of a sudden unsealed. And it does pop. If you can, you know that beautiful sound of your lid popping, sealing. Best sound ever. But this is in reverse. It's not sealing, it's unsealing. And it's the worst sound ever when it comes at that point in time. So, if y'all are experiencing the same thing, which I really hope you're not, because, trust me, I know how frustrating it is. It's extremely frustrating. And I'm at the point of being super frustrated because I still have a few canning projects that I've got to get done. Okay? I do. I've got all those tomatoes out there that I've got to get done. I've got peppers over here that I've got to get done. And you know what? I don't want to fool with putting in all that time and energy into something that it's just going to go bad. It's just going to unseal. And y'all know what I'm saying? Like, this is ridiculous. It's way past the point of being ridiculous. And again, I don't know if this is something that's just going on in our little area here, in Tennessee or East Tennessee or Southeast Tennessee or whatever. I don't know. I have bought these lids at different stores. I bought from Amazon. I bought from Walmart. I bought from Kroger. I think I even bought some from the dollar store, Dollar General. Yeah, I know I bought some jars from there. And I used the lids that came with the jars. And you know what? Those actually did better than the others. Just saying. But leave in the comments whether y'all are having issues like I am, if you have found a fix for it, or if you've not. Because y'all, things are getting real around here. I am not playing on that. I need some help with this. I really do. And I'm seeing, now that I'm seeing other people are having the same issues, it's like, but again, some of my Canon groups are from here in Tennessee, in East Tennessee. So, you know, I just want to know. I'm just curious to find out if everybody's having trouble or what. So, there's our video. If you're as frustrated and fed up with it as I am, raise your hand. Ugh. I don't know. You know, conspiracy theorists have been right about a lot of things here lately. Are they right about this? Do you think? Kind of makes you think, don't it? And I'm not saying that they are, okay? So don't come at me over that. I'm questioning everything at this point. You know, I'm questioning everything because something just ain't right. Something just ain't right. And I can't put my finger on it. But if I had my guesses, I know what I would lean towards, and that is an awful, awful piece of okra. If I had my guesses, I know what I'd lean towards. Okay? Is it the fact that nobody wants to work, or not that it, no, scratch that. Is it the fact that these companies are having so much trouble finding good employees? Okay? We'll say that. We'll say it that way. They're having trouble finding good employees, and they're having to just do the best that they can. Quality control is suffering, and in order to continue business as usual, they've lowered their standards, and they're allowing a lot more stuff out the door than what they normally would have. But they're making the same money on the lower quality than what they're making the same amount of money on the lower quality as they were on the good stuff. You see what I'm saying? And I know I'm getting tongue-tied, and that's because I'm frustrated, y'all. I am super frustrated, and it's going to take about one more jar to come unsealed in there for me to get on the phone or email some of these companies and just ask them what the... I don't even need to finish that. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Because this is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Now I can understand, again, I can understand, you know, 1, 2, maybe 3 or 4, at the very most, having seal issues. Especially when you buy in bulk, you know, I can understand. But come on. 22, let's be real about that. Let's be real. I don't understand. But anyway, thank y'all for listening. Thank y'all for being here. Thank y'all for watching. And let me know what y'all think in the comments. I am anxious to hear what y'all think about this, and if y'all are having issues and all the things. So, hope y'all are having a blessed day. I am going to finish this okra up. I'm on my last few. Thank you, Lord. Then I got to move on to some sweet peppers and get them started. So, anyway, much love to each and every one of you. And we will see you all in the next one. Bye, y'all.